So today, we're going to unpack this really powerful framework that can take an organization from pure chaos to a finely tuned engine for innovation. Think of it like we're about to climb a staircase, one that leads us away from unpredictable results and towards real, lasting progress. Let's jump in.
Welcome to Inspire the Next Mind by Fazuz.ai. You know the drill, right? We've all been on that project that's held together by duct tape, late nights, and that one hero developer who just swoops in and saves the day. I mean, it's kind of exciting in a movie sort of way, but it is absolutely not sustainable. But what if? What if there was a map to get away from all that unpredictability for good?
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start in that chaos and then climb this staircase of maturity, step by step. We'll even follow the story of a single bug to see how it's handled at each level. Then, we'll dig into the critical leap between just predicting work and truly innovating. And finally, we'll see what it really takes to build a permanent engine for innovation.
All right, let's start at ground zero, the world of hero-driven projects. For so many teams, this is the default setting, where success feels kind of random, and having a real process is, well, it's more of an afterthought, isn't it? And that is exactly where CMMI, or the Capability Maturity Model Integration, comes into play. Now, don't let the name scare you off. This isn't some super rigid corporate methodology. It's better to think of it as a guide, a map. It shows you how to build a culture of maturity step by step, from those chaotic beginnings all the way to a system that just keeps getting better.
And the heart of this whole map, really, is this simple but super powerful idea: a staircase. You can't just magically jump to the top floor. You have to master each step along the way. So let's walk through these 5 levels of maturity.
Okay, so at the bottom, level 1, it's just total chaos. Then at level 2, we start to get a handle on things with some project-level control. Level 3 is a huge leap. That's where we get organization-wide standards. Then at level 4, data becomes king, and we can actually start to predict our outcomes. And finally, at the top, level 5. We're not just predicting anymore, we are proactively innovating.
Now, I know these levels can sound a little abstract, right? So let's make it real. We're going to follow a single critical bug as it makes its way through an organization at each one of these 5 levels. You'll see just how differently it's handled, and this story, it just perfectly illustrates the entire journey.
So, at level 1, it's pure panic. A critical bug hits production. The team lead is frantically calling everyone at 10 p.m. The one hero developer who knows that corner of the code logs on, works some magic, and pushes a patch. Phew, crisis averted. But honestly, nobody's really sure why the fix worked. And man, everyone is just burnt out.
Okay, fast forward. Same bug appears, but this time, the organization is at level 2. There's a plan. A project manager creates a high-priority P0 ticket. It gets assigned to the right person, and its progress is tracked. See? There's order now, but it's still pretty much contained just within this one project.
Now at level 3, this is where things get really interesting. It's not just one project's plan anymore. The team uses the entire organization's standard process. The bug is logged, it's classified using a standard system, and the fix is double-checked against a standard QA checklist. We're seeing consistency across the entire company.
And then we hit level 4. This is a game changer. So the bug gets handled with that same standard process, but now everything is measured. The time it takes to fix the bug, it's tracked and added to a statistical chart. Now, management can look at that data and say with confidence, "Yup, our process is stable. This is working exactly like we predicted it would."
And now, the top of the staircase, level 5. The bug is fixed predictably, just like at level 4. But it doesn't stop there. Afterwards, a team does a deep dive, a root cause analysis, and they find out this bug is just one of 10 similar issues that all stem from the same underlying problem. So they don't just close the ticket. They build a new tool that prevents that entire class of bug from ever being written in the first place. See the difference? They didn't just fix a problem. They improved the whole system. So let's talk about that leap, that massive jump from just being able to predict your work to actively innovating on it. This is really the whole point, the difference between having a stable process and having a process that is designed to constantly improve itself. And you can really see the huge shift in mindset here. A level 4 organization thinks, okay, our data shows our process is stable, we're meeting our goals, we can predict our results, great. But a level 5 organization thinks,
our process is stable, and that stability now gives us the power to make the entire system better. Let's change the process itself. It's this critical shift from just maintenance to constant evolution.
And that, right there, brings us to the real point of this whole journey. This isn't about getting some fancy certificate to hang on the wall. It's about fundamentally rewiring the culture of your entire organization.
You see, when you get to this level, what happens? You get predictable quality. You get way less of that stressful hero mode. Your business becomes more stable, more resilient, because it's built on a system of continuous, data-driven improvement. What you've really done is you've built a permanent engine for innovation.
So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. CMMI isn't just a framework you check off a list. It's a cultural journey. And the real prize at the end isn't a piece of paper. It's embedding a culture of relentless, proactive innovation into the very DNA of your organization.